Hello, and welcome. I'm Kat, the Nurse Flipper, and today I am going to take you with me to pull 12 orders that sold on eBay, Facebook, Mercari, and Poshmark. Some amazing bolo items, and then we are going to pack them together. There are shoes, there are breakables, including plates and bowls. There are shirts. There is a really good variety. So come along with me, let's go pull stuff, and then we will pack. All right, let's go ahead and go in the shed, and we will start by pulling eBay orders. So on eBay first, we have CC10, a bathing suit that sold for $19.99, and I only paid a couple dollars. It's actually in this bag here, I believe. So let's see. Am I gonna get that lucky? I hope I did. So this bathing suit I got in a bathing suit lot. I only paid less than $1, and it sold for $20 plus international shipping. Next is this handmade deer mistletoe, which actually I see it right here. This one I paid $2 at the thrift store. It sold for $14.32. So cute little deer mistletoe. I always pick up cute little vintage framed cross stitch, and the buyer did pay $8.50 shipping for that. And then on CC4 we've got this tiger's eye leopard print glass, which I see right here. So this is a beautiful piece, and this one is going international as well. I paid $5. It sold for $32. The buyer paid $40 in shipping to get this vase, which is pretty impressive. And then we sold this pair of Keens for $50, and I got these at the thrift store for $3.25 after my discount, and they are here on my little shoe rack. So these are well over a $40 profit. And that's actually it for eBay today, but we've got 8 sales going out, so on other platforms. So we're gonna go to the unsold, we're gonna click them, and BB13, these are Boswaic, I believe that's how you say it. I paid $8 for these, and they sold for $42 over on Poshmark, and they are on BB13, which is up top here. And it's actually these here, so I'll move these mugs. And now I do want to make sure that I move the mugs back, because otherwise the mugs aren't going to be in the proper place. All right, so these plates are about a $25 to $30 profit. So keep your eye out. I'll show you these. They are Boswaic. They are Poland. Your Poland dishware seems to do very well. Next, this pair of Chacos. They are also on the shoe rack. I paid $3.25 for these as well. Or actually, I think these were only $2. These were 50% off. And they sold in less than a week for $42 over on Poshmark. I just lowered my prices today over on Poshmark. So these here are going to be about a $30 profit after fees. And we're going to ship all of this here in a few minutes, as soon as we finish pulling everything. Hand carved rose. This one sold for $14 over on Mercari. It says it is on CC9. So CC is here in the middle. And I actually see it peeking here. This one I haven't had listed long. I was surprised. This was in my cart lot, So technically about $5 in, and it'll be about an $8 profit. Just a little wood carved vintage rose. Next we have this fishbowl on AA8, which is down here. We'll see if we can find it. I see it back here. And this one sold for $10 over on Mercari. I'm less than $1 in. This one is Birds and Bees by Sango, and this will be about a $8 profit. And then a whole $5, we sold this stack, and I shouldn't have got these. These are about break even. I'm not making any profit, but they're not going to break. They sold over on Poshmark, these stackable cups. It looks like that is going to be it for in this room. So now we're going to go to the canning kitchen. That is Ruby Doo. And she is being bad chasing chickens. That's why she is so happy. And Dalton has been out here coloring with his sidewalk chalk. So let's go in the canning kitchen. Now, luckily, Brad got our AC fixed because it was hot in here. I could not get it to work. All right, we're gonna go backwards. So this Tipsy Turtle sold for $30 on Facebook. It says it is on J8 and it is here. And I got this for $1 at a garage sale, so this is over a $25 profit. And this Florida Sportsman hat sold for $14 over on Mercari. It says it is on C9. So here are all the C's. C9 is actually up top here, and I can so that is not it. Here we go hunting. So now I'm looking for this Florida Sportsman to see if it happened to get put anywhere else. If not, I unfortunately might have to cancel that order. This has been listed a really long time. Aha! It was in C3. So there is your importance of doing your SKUs properly and listing them as they actually are. So this one will be a little over a $10 profit. Next is this 2017 Dodge Ram OEM factory radio. I do not test these. This one sold for $40 over on Facebook. So I paid less than $5. This will be about a $32 profit. You can see on there it says not tested, and my listing also says not tested. That is going to be everything. We are going to grab Ruby Doo. Ruby Dooby Doo. Ruby Dooby Doo. We're going to grab Ruby Doo and let's go and pack. All right, so we are going to start shipping. I do want to say these 4 are eBay, and all of these are off of other platforms. So if you guys would like me to do a video showing how to cross post, I would be happy to do that. I just need you to let me know. We can do, I've done one before, but I could do a little more in-depth one for those of you that are thinking about selling on the other platforms, because we've got 8 going out from other platforms and 4 going out for eBay. I will say that is not the norm. Normally it is way more eBay. So we are going to pack these first that are not eBay, because we have already printed the labels for those, and then we will do eBay. I will scoot some stuff over here, make us a little spot to pack. Now the first one here is these plates, and they're about 8 inches. So I have 8 by 8, and then it goes to the number 7 boxes, which is what I will use, because a 1/2 inch of packing around a fragile item is not enough. And you can see I have my boxes here. Several people have asked where I got this counter, and I got it from an auction from a company that went out of business. USPS boxes, again, are free. You do not have to pay for them, but you do have to use priority mail when you use them. Things first, we are going to put some paper down in the bottom of our box. And I just buy this big roll. This is listed on my Amazon store. The Amazon store has all of my shipping supplies that I use, minus bubble wrap, which does have its own link. And I don't have any specific amount that I use of paper. I just tear off a good amount, and then we're gonna just crumble it in here just to give it some cushioning on the bottom there, and then we'll do that again on the top. So for plates, what I will do is first I will come over to my little bubble wrap here, and when I have multiple plates, I will put the first one here. I will wrap it twice, and then I add a plate, wrap it again. I'm actually going to go ahead and wrap twice. Sometimes I wrap once, it depends on how it feels, but these I think will do twice. And we'll do this one. This is the last one. I'm going to wrap it a few extra times on the last one. And then we're going to turn it the other way, and we're going to wrap it that way. And then once we have them all wrapped in the small, we're going to come over here and give them a layer of big bubble wrap using my chair. And then we will do the other direction. This is what it looks like, and I do use bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy because it's the cheapest I found, and it gets here in 2 days, which I love. So we will put it in, and we have a little bit of room up top for paper here. Not much, because I wrap them very well. So we'll come get some paper. And this is actually a little bit less than I did before because I don't have as much space up top. There you have it. And if you notice, I do use eBay tape on everything because I use my eBay store shipping coupon to get these, and I am just going to toss a label on this. Next, we will do this shirt. So for shirts, I try to double poly them in case they get wet. So over here in this drawer, I have my poly bags, and I have a lot of different sizes. I already know I want 2 of these smaller, one to wrap it in, and then one that it'll actually ship in, so it does have a double layer. So I just take the first one and slide it inside the second one, and that is it for the shirt. And the reason I'm not weighing is the weights are already determined on the other platforms. Like, I put in the weight. If I go over, they will charge me. So I try to be as accurate as possible on the other platforms. And then I have written tipsy, and I will put this label on. I would like to break into this shipping and packing routine just to thank a few people who have sent me coffee since last time I gave out thanks. Miss Roberta sent me a coffee and said, great video, much needed, referring to my photo help video. If you haven't checked that out, definitely do that. It's a great video. So Miss Roberta, thank you so much. I really do appreciate the coffee. And then I also got one from Dana. Dana said, Kat, you are so generous with your time. I've learned so much, and I am grateful for all you do. Dana, thank you so much. I am really grateful for you watching me and being a part of my community, and I really do appreciate the coffee. Thanks so much. And then Cass sent one that said, I'm so happy I found your channel. I learned so much from you, especially tonight. Again, referring to that photo video. If you are newer or want to learn a little bit more about photos, that photo video is great. I will pop it up here for you guys so you can check it out. And I really do appreciate you sending me the coffee, Cass. Thanks so much. And then last but not least, Chris, who is a channel member of mine for a while. We have talked quite a bit through email, sent me a $5 coffee as well. So Chris, I really do appreciate it. I love coffee too. Unfortunately, I don't like black coffee, and that's all my weight loss program will want to let me have. So coffee money is going to have to go to protein snacks. So thank you all again so much. I really do appreciate it. Let's get back to packing. Next, we will do these Choco shoes. These are another one. The cool thing about it being Poshmark there, I'll show you, is that you can use any free USPS packing. So I will use the shoebox for the shoes. Go figure, right? These are free as well. Again, USPS shipping supplies, and they ship them to your house and everything for free, but you can only use them for priority. And what I do with the shoes, instead of stuffing the paper first, is I'm going to get a piece of paper and then I will wrap the shoes in the paper. And with Poshmark, you are allowed to go up to 5 pounds. So with the shoes, I've got this giant piece of paper, and we're going to just wrap. I'm just wrapping it around the shoes. Then there's already packing below and above. And that will be it for that one. Next, we can do this radio, which is fragile, but not extremely fragile. It does have a glass face there, but I'm going to go ahead and put this into I'm going to put it into a number 7 box. I think that if we catty corner it, we will have enough. So what I'm doing is holding it up to see the depth. And we will wrap this just in Big Bubble is all I'm going to do for this one, because there's not much space in there. And I'm going to do it the 2 ways. And then we've got it set in here, and I'm going to get some paper to put over that. We will do this wood rose, which is not fragile, but I probably still will wrap it just so that it's presented nicer to my buyer. And this is an 8x6x4, and this is probably one of the boxes we use the most. So I'm almost out of my big bubble wrap. Well, I'm probably gonna have to get more. So if you see up there, we have lots of bubble wrap from American Bubble Boy in the loft, and I am gonna climb and get it. Okay. All right, I've got it. So we will climb back down. And I only have one more roll of bubble wrap in my loft, so I will go ahead and order some more from Joel today. Joel at American Bubble Boy again is absolutely amazing. So we will wrap this one. And bubble wrap's cheap, guys, so you can use it liberally to protect your items. Then we will just set it down here and it will be good to go. Perfect. Sorry is that it's cheaper to use UPS, so most of these Mercari orders are going via UPS, and we have to go to 2 different places. I would like to take just a moment to say I really appreciate you watching me. It really does mean a lot. Take a second, hit that thumbs up, leave me a comment below to let me know what you think, and definitely subscribe if you have not subscribed. I really do appreciate you watching, so let's get back to the video. Next we will do this Florida Sportsman hat. The hats, again, 8x6x4, one of my favorite sizes. The hats, sometimes I will poly them, sometimes I don't. This time I am not going to, so that is going to be it for this one. Really easy to pack and ship these hats. And I have not had any get wet or get any complaints. It is a possibility, but I think it's a pretty slight possibility that it will get wet. This one, again, is a Poshmark order. So I actually am going to use a shoebox, which it's under a pound, so I wouldn't normally. But with Poshmark being able to use any, I want to use what's free to me before I'm using what I'm paying for. So I've got my shoebox, and shoebox is the name of these, if you see here, when you go on USPS to buy them. Or not buy them, they're free when you go to order them. So I don't have much room, so we will wrap this in bubble wrap one time each way, just a small bubble, and they're plastic, they're not going to break. Actually, I'm going to wrap it twice. Then we will just put them down in there, and that is that. So for this bowl here, it's actually like 5.5 inches. So with this one, I'm okay with it going in an 8x8. I will wrap it with my small bubble, my large bubble, and then put it into an 8x8 box, which is another size we actually use quite frequently. And if your inventory gets dusty, use some wipes, and these are alcohol wipes actually, and clean out your product, because this has been sitting on the shelf in the shed, so stuff does get dusty while it's, you know, in storage waiting to sell. And this is a really pretty bowl. All right, and alcohol dries really fast, and we flip it. And then we're gonna take it and wrap it in big bubble wrap. That is the end of one roll. We go through tons and tons of bubble wrap here. And we actually have got some space, so I am going to get some paper. So there was just way too much space on the top and bottom of this for me just to set it in there, so I'm gonna put some paper. We'll probably take this paper and just rip it in half. Because I want to have some beneath it and above it. Okay, so now we've got these for eBay, and I believe the swimsuit is first. The swimsuit I'm actually going to put in a box because it is going international. So I will put it into a poly bag first, and then I'll put it into a 8x6x4. I don't want to jam it into a 4x4. And it doesn't need any padding because a bathing suit is not breakable, so we'll just put it inside of our box there, and that is it for that one. And now these we do have to weigh because they are eBay, so you put in the weight that you think it is when you list the item, but when you go to ship, you have the option to adjust that weight. So we double check everything before we ship it out. Scale. My shipping scale is also listed on my Amazon account, so let's go ahead and see what this weighs. And it says -2, so we want to hit 0. There we go. And this one is going to round up to 10 ounces. And this one is going to Allison. With the international, I don't put the zip code because it's always different and it comes up with their name. And I do want to take a really quick second to say thank you so much to Sharon. Sharon purchased one of my journals. These are really awesome thick journals, and inside they have got like bullet points. Then the other one is plain, so you can make whatever you want. I kind of use them for a lot of different things. They're actually kits, and I sell them on my big cartel store for $15 free shipping. And you get the journal like this with the 2 books inside, as well as pens, some washi tape to have fun with, and a ruler tool that helps you to make charts, which is always fun. So Sharon, thank you so much for your purchase. Next is this cross stitch one, and I think this might fit in a padded flat rate, and it's wood and cross stitch. There's no glass. It's not gonna break. So let's see if we can fit it into this padded envelope. Maybe. And we can. So again, I always want to use USPS's supplies before ones that I have to purchase if I'm using priority mail, and that one worked great. And I don't have to weigh this because it is a padded flat rate. And then the shoes, we're going to do the same exact way we did the Chacos. We're going to get some paper, wrap them up, and put them in a shoe box. I wrapped them first before I got my shoebox. So now we'll get our shoebox. And we'll put the paper down. And there we go. Perfect. And let's weigh these. Always wait for your scale to 0. And they are 1 pound 5 ounce, so they'll round up to 1 pound 6 ounces and ship at a 2 pound rate. Anything from 1 pound up to right at 2 pounds ships at that rate. And I just saw I had these things in a padded flat rate. So we're gonna open this up, take it out, and move them to a padded flat rate because it is $3 more if I leave them in this box. I don't want to pay an extra $3 when I don't have to. So what we will see, we'll see if we can rip some paper off here. I do want to keep them wrapped some, and then we're going to get a padded flat rate. Whoa. And because it was kind of hard to close there, I am going to apply some tape to kind of stabilize that. And then we don't have to weigh these either because they're in a padded flat rate as well. All right, the last thing going out is this vase here. And again, if you set it here, you see there's not much space on the sides of it. So we are going to put it into this box here. And when I do have these other labels on here that are not what's going in the box, I do try to peel them off some, at least so that people can't kind of read what is in there. And this box actually has a empty spot down there. So what I'll do is take a piece of cardboard and tape it down there to cover that hole. So you see, we're going to lay it over and we're going to tape it. That way we have a solid bottom. And now we're going to wrap this in small bubble wrap and then big bubble wrap. And remember, this one is going international, so I'm going to wrap a little more than I normally would. And then we've got to get our new roll of bubble here. Put it in the chair. Chair makes a perfect roller. To open the new rolls of bubble, I just take my little utility knife and very lightly go across it, and there we go. We will do the same thing, wrap a lot because it's got a long way to go. there is that. It's got a little bit of room, so I'm probably going to use bubble wrap in this situation versus paper because it's going international. So I'll probably pull me off about 4 sheets here, and we'll take sheets and stuff them on each side. And then I'll also put 2 sheets here flat on the top. Like so. Alright, so there is that. And we will weigh it. And it is 1 pound, 13 ounces. All right, so 1 pound, 13 ounces, and this is the end of our shipping. I hope you guys found this helpful. If there are certain things you would like me to show a little bit more of, just let me know. I hope you guys had a great Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend.